Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is not really about anything important. It's just me having a little ramble and testing out a new mic because last time I recorded with this camera, people said the audio was a bit low. So I've got the lavalier mic from Boyo, I think it is, about 15 quid or something. So first things first, if this audio is okay on your end when you're watching it, just drop a comment and let me know. And just for reference, this is what it sounds like without the mic. If it's still crap, let me know and we'll try a different mic. Because I'm getting sick and tired of recording on my PlayStation because I can't record anywhere else. So little ramble. So over the next couple of months and over the next year and a half, like I said, we're going to be doing the bug out build, but I'm not going full overland with all drawers and stuff in the back. I just want it to be more capable off-road because, like I said, if the shit hit the fan and we had to bug out two of my good bug out locations, you need to be going off-road. And depending on the time of the year, you might not be able to get there. So if it's muddy, I need to be able to get there. If it's been raining, if it's summer, I'll probably get there. But then if it rains, you're stuck then, aren't you? So what we're going to do is I'm going to get all the boring stuff out of the way first. Get all the boring stuff out of the way first. Like I'm going to give it a service. So I'm going to do all the filters. I'm going to do an oil change. So it's air filter, pollen filter, fuel filter, oil change, just to keep it reliable. And the reason I'm talking about this on a prepping channel is because I think that you shouldn't just be prepared for shit at the pan situations for food, heat, power, water, first aid. I think you should be prepared for everything. So if you have to bug out, you've still got your vehicle there. So if there's no garages, do you know what I mean? Then the types of basic stuff you can do to keep your car on the road, you should be able to do. Do you know what I mean? And this might not apply to everyone because I drive a Range Rover Sport. Not everyone's got that, but for anyone who does, I hope I hope you enjoy me along the trip, and everyone else, I hope you join me as well. Yeah, so first thing we're going to do in the next couple of weeks is a full service on it. And then after that, we are going to do discs and pads front and rear. I'm going to upgrade them. So when I do end up going off-roading again, I've got better brakes. Then it's going to be the under chassis, the chassis even. So I'm going to get it up on, I'm going to make some ramps. I can't be bothered buying ramps. So I've got loads of wood lying around in the shed. So I'll just make some wooden ramps that are as high as I want them then. Do you know what I mean? And I'll get underneath, scrape all the chassis off, and clean it all off, and then wax oil it or rust-oleum it or whatever the other one is. I can't remember. There's a British one that begins with a J. I can't remember what it is, but I'll use one of them. So you do like a rust converter, which just converts the rust back to solid metal, and then you go over it with whatever protection you're going to put on it, whether it be wax oil, whether it be Lanagard, whether it be a Rust-Oleum or a paint. It doesn't matter. You just go over it with whatever you want. So that's probably going to be all the jobs I'll get done this year, depending on time, really. And then next year, it's the bigger jobs, the more fun jobs. So it's going to be fitting a roof rack, getting a ladder, getting an awning, bigger wheels, smaller wheels, bigger tyres for off-roading, possibly some spacers. I don't know yet. The only thing that I can't do that I suggested I could have done the other day is I cannot go for a air to coil, air to spring conversion because my car's got ACE, which is some crazy suspension steering thing. So if you replace the airbags with conventional springs, then you're gonna fuck all your steering up and that. So it's gonna have to just stay as it is. But seeing as I haven't got to spend £1,000 on suspension, what I will do is, like I said, when I put the car in to have the air compressor done, Don't know why they've done it. Don't know whether they were trying to do me a favour or they just couldn't get hold of the proper compressor. But they put a cheap Chinese knockoff one on, and it's, in all fairness, it's lasted a year. But I don't know how much longer it's going to last. So what I'm going to do is just buy a brand new proper AMK compressor, get that fitted, and then I'll just pay someone to come out and sort all the suspension codes out for me, because I've got my diagnostic tool, but I'm not spending hundreds of pounds on a gap IID tool to do the suspension myself, which is not worth it. And then that's it really. It's just going to be a case of seeing where we're at with time on how fast it gets done and where I'm with money, obviously, because we went through all our savings over the last couple of months to try and avoid the benefits for as long as possible. So yeah, that's where we're at. There's still loads of prep and stuff to come out as well. I've already got a couple recorded actually, and they're just sitting there waiting to come out. But I'll be doing more prepping videos, and then as and when the time is right and the weather is right, I'll start working on the car and we'll start the bug out build. Like I said, it's going to be prep this year, so it's going to be service, chassis, brakes mainly this year. Do you know what I mean? So we'll get the boring prep out of the way this year, and then starting next year, it's going to be upgrading the compressor for the suspension, getting a fabricator to make me a metal box to go round it for going off road, because the one that's on it's plastic at the minute, and I don't really think that'd be very good going off road with a plastic cover. Do you know what I mean? I'll still keep the plastic cover on it, but I'll get a fabricator to just make me a sealed box, just in case when I'm off road and I hit any rocks or any tree stumps or whatever, I'm not going to have to buy another compressor. Then I've just got to bang the box out, take the box up and give it a bang with a hammer, and it'll be fine. And then obviously the smaller wheels, bigger tyres. I'm going to put a light bar on the front, and when the roof rack goes on, I'm going to put a light bar up there as well, just for lighting. I'm going to get an awning for the side of I lost my words then. I'm going to get an awning for the side of the roof rack, and then everything else that I'm going to get is just me specific. So I'll need like a waterproof Ziploc bag to put the little fella's fold up wheelchair in to throw it on the roof rack. When I get the new wheels, I'm not going to be able to put my fifth spare full size wheel under the car where my spare is now, because the tyre will be too big, so it just won't fit in the winch. So I'll be taking the spare off from underneath, getting rid of it, and getting rid of all the ancillaries that go with it, the winch and that. I won't get rid of them, I'll keep them just in case I sell the car and someone wants to put them back on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so the last bits is just going to be like all the little fiddly bits, like light guards, rock guards, I think they're called rock crawlers. Where I've got the fancy side steps on it now, I'll take them off and put steel rock crawlers on, or aluminium. I can't remember what. I think they're steel. But that's it. Like I said, this was just a little ramble, me going on about nothing, and just letting you know where we're going with the bug out build. Um, I'm in the process of trying to design a new header for the YouTube page, because I want something that looks dead good, because once the car's all finished, I'm going to get a graph up down the side or on the window or something. Do you know what I mean? I just think it'll look good. Other than that, everything else is just going to be like at the end, like I say, it's going to be the light guards, the light bars, fitting the jerry can frames on the roof rack. Do you know what I mean? Fitting the spare wheel holder on the roof rack. It's just going to be all the fiddly bits once the big jobs are all done then. And then hopefully we'll get out, do some off-roading, and hopefully I'll get to the prepper meet whenever they have one next year. Can't go this year. It's all sold out anyway. But I wouldn't have been able to make it this year anyway. So yeah, that's me. This was just a little random ramble. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you don't watch it all the way through. But it is what it is. I just wanted to test the new mic out and make sure shit was all good. Anyway, I've been Carl. I'm the Scouse Prepper, and I'll catch you in a bit.